Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are starting the new session with the topic of Laplace transform. So now, as you remember that I forgot to prove a formula which I used So now first I will prove that formula and then we will continue with the topic. So first I am proving that formula which I utilized in initial value theorem, and the formula was Laplace transform of the derivative. Laplace transform of the derivative, that is f dash t. Laplace transform of the derivative of f of t means what we need, that if Laplace of f of t is equal to function of s, then show that what we want to show, that Laplace of f dash t is equal to s Laplace of f of t minus f0. This was the formula which I used in proving initial value theorem and final value theorem as well. So now I am proving this formula. So for proof, you know, the only formula which we are utilizing again and again is the definition, that is Laplace of f of t is equal to 0 to infinity e power minus st f t dt. So now we need to find the Laplace of f dash t. So writing f dash t in place of f of t on both sides. So now we have f dash t. Now on right hand side I am applying by parts formula to integrate this one. So this is u and this is v. So as per by parts formula, u into integral of v, so integral of f dash t is ft minus integral derivative of u e power minus st into minus s. This is derivative of exponential, and integral of v, this is f of t dt. And since it is a definite integral, so we have the limits 0 to infinity. Now simplifying these terms, so I am writing first term as f of t divided by e power st, e power minus st becomes e power plus st, and these limits are 0 to infinity. I separate this term, then minus minus plus, taking s outside, because with respect to t integral s is constant. So then integral, now I have an integral e power minus st ft dt, and writing the limits 0 to infinity. Now what I am doing, on left hand side we have Laplace of f dash t, and on right hand side I am substituting the limits in it, f infinity divided by e power infinity minus f0 divided by e power 0. This is the limits in this term, then plus s. Now this whole integral, as you know, is this one, and its name is Laplace of f of t. So I am writing its name Laplace of f of t. Now I am writing this term first. This is S Laplace of f of t minus, now this term f0, e power 0 is 1, so this is f0, and this term is 0. How? We need to write provided f infinity is not equal to infinity, because the denominator is, this concludes the proof. I am just giving you the explanation of this thing. So f infinity over e power infinity means f infinity over e power infinity is infinity. So if f infinity is not equal to infinity, then anything divided by infinity becomes 0. So that is why we write that f infinity is not equal to infinity. This is the only condition to prove this formula. So this was the proof of the formula which I used in initial value theorem. So now moving on to the actual topic which we need to start after initial and final value theorem. Remember, there are no questions on this formula. We will use this formula in solving another thing. So now I am starting inverse Laplace transform. Inverse Laplace transform, and there are no new derivations. Why? Because in inverse Laplace transform we do not need to use anything new. For example, if Laplace of f of t is equal to function of s, then f of t will be equal to Laplace inverse function of s. If I just switch the Laplace on right hand side, it will become Laplace inverse, as you do in trigonometric functions, that if sine theta is equal to 5, then theta is equal to sine inverse 5. If tangent 90 is equal to infinity, then pi by 2 is equal to tangent inverse infinity. So in the same manner, if we move the Laplace from left side to right side, it will become inverse Laplace. So now we have rewriting the few formulas which we used in Laplace transform. So formulae are, I am first giving you the example. You know, I proved the formula that Laplace of 1 is 1 over s. So now we will write, so it means 1 is equal to Laplace inverse 1 over s. So instead of this, now we will use this formula. In Laplace transform, it is in this way, and in inverse Laplace transform, it will be written in this way. So we will use it, now we will use this type of arrangement of the formula. So I am writing the same formulas which I derived previously and which we will use. So formula number 1 is Laplace inverse 1 over s is equal to 1. Number 2, Laplace inverse 1 upon s minus a is equal to e power at. Number 3, Laplace inverse 1 upon s square plus a square is equal to 1 upon a sine at. Then number 4, Laplace inverse s upon s square plus a square is equal to cos at. Then number 5, Laplace inverse 1 upon s square minus a square is equal to 1 upon a sine hyperbolic at. Then the next formula in this will be formula number 6, that is Laplace inverse s upon s square minus a square will be equal to cos hyperbolic at. Then formula number 7, then formula number, if I write it here, formula number 7, that is Laplace inverse 1 upon s power n is equal to t power n minus 1 upon gamma n. Number 8, Laplace inverse function of s minus a is equal to e power at into function of t. This was the first shifting theorem. Then formula number 9, Laplace inverse 1 upon s minus a square plus b square is equal to 1 upon b e power at sine bt. Formula number 10, Laplace inverse s minus a upon s minus a square plus b square is equal to e power at cos bt. Then formula number 11, Laplace inverse 1 upon s minus a square minus b square is 1 upon b e power at sine hyperbolic bt. Formula number 12, Laplace inverse s minus a upon s minus a square minus b square is equal to e power at cos hyperbolic bt. So these are the formulas which we generally use in these cases. There are other formulas too, but we proved these 12 formulas initially in Laplace transform. So inshallah we will use only these formulas in solving the last topic of our Laplace transform method. And what is that last topic? Is the last topic of this Laplace transform method is solving ODEs by the help of Laplace transform method, and we will use generally these formulas in that scenario. So now moving on to the topic of solving ODEs. So the topic is solution of ODEs by using Laplace transform method. So let me give you some explanation. We can solve ODEs. This is the topic. We can solve ODEs by the help of Laplace transform method without finding the general solution and the values of arbitrary constants. This is the main advantage of using Laplace transform, that we can solve number of ODEs by the method of Laplace transform. So for that what we need is the formula for Laplace transform, the derivative of f of t. So I am writing the formula again here, that Laplace of, generally we use these three formulas in that. Laplace of f dash t is Laplace of f of t minus f0 if we have the first order derivative. Then if you have the second order derivative, then we will use this formula, s square Laplace of f of t minus s f0 minus f dash 0. I did not write this formula just due to lack of time, and this one Laplace of f triple dash t is equal to s cube Laplace of f of t minus s square f0 minus s f dash 0 minus f double dash 0. We generally use these formulas. I tried this one but not tried these two just due to lack of time in this session. So now I will solve few examples just to show these formulas. Remember, it is not mandatory that we do have function of t in the ODEs, because it is just a name. So name can be y, the variable can be x in place of t, so it doesn't matter. So just giving you an idea that we can write this formula as well. Y dash x is equal to s Laplace of y of x minus y0. So if you, because we generally have ODEs in x and y. So remember, here t is the independent variable and f is the function. So here x is the independent variable and name of the function is y. So you can replace it. Formulas can be used with any variable. So now I am writing few ODEs. I will solve few ODEs as much as I have time remained in this session. So let's do simple example. Example 1, let's say I have y double dash plus 25y is equal to 10 cos 5t. 10 cos 5t, and we have the initial values as y0 equal to 2 and y dash 0 is equal to 0. Remember, whenever we have ODEs to solve with the method of Laplace transform, it is mandatory to have initial conditions. It is not possible to solve without initial conditions. So you will find initial conditions in each and every problem of ODEs. So now how we will solve? Apply Laplace on both sides. So it will become Laplace y double dash plus 25y is equal to Laplace of 10 cos 5t. So we applied Laplace on both sides. Separating Laplace, Laplace of y double dash plus 25 Laplace of y is equal to 10 Laplace of cos 5t. Now we can write the Laplace of y double dash means Laplace of f double dash t means s square Laplace of y of t, because here independent variable is t, minus s y of 0 minus y dash 0. I use the second formula f double dash plus 25 Laplace of y is Laplace of y. On right hand side we have 10 Laplace of cos 5t is s over 5 square. Now simplifying, s square Laplace of y of t minus s, y0 is 2. So it is 2 minus y dash 0 is 0 plus 25 Laplace of y equal to 10 into s is 10s over s square plus 5 square is 25. Now what is required is taking Laplace of y common from both terms, so it will become s square plus 1 minus 2s is equal to 10s over s square plus 25. It means Laplace of y s square plus 1 is equal to 2s plus 10s over s square plus 25. And then Laplace of y is equal to 2s upon s square plus 1 plus 10s upon s square plus 1 s square plus 25. So now we have solved almost 50% question, and we did not apply any inverse Laplace transform. What we applied, just the Laplace transform. Now it's time to apply inverse Laplace transform. How? We will move this Laplace on the right hand side. So y will be equal to Laplace inverse 2s upon s square plus 1 plus 10s upon s square plus 1 s square plus 25. Then what is required? What is required is separate both. So y equal to Laplace inverse 2s upon s square plus 1 one term, and plus Laplace inverse 10s upon s square plus 1 s square plus 25. No, I made a mistake. It should be s square, not plus 1 plus 25. Because I took common Laplace of y from this and this, so it must be 25. 25. 25. It is also 20. No, 25 or 5. 25. It must be 25. 25, 25, 25. So it is also 25. So it becomes s square plus 25. So we can easily write s square plus 25 square, and this is also s square plus 25. So now we apply the formula. So here it means 2s upon s square plus a square, the formula number 1, 2, 3, 4, the formula number 4 which I write previously. So it means it becomes cos of 8t, cos 5t. Here you need to apply partial fraction, because we do have a formula for this one. Because if we have s square plus, we can make partial fractions here, but there is a formula for this one as well. If you like, I can write the formula for this one. Let's say formula number 13. I write 12 Laplace inverse of s upon s square plus a square whole square. So then it will be equal to 1 upon 2a, and then we need to write t sine at. This is formula number 13 which we can use here. So this is plus 1 upon 2a, a is 5 into 10, this is 10, so sine 5t, t sine 5t. 10 cancels with 10, so this is equal to 2 cos 5t plus t sin 5t. So now solving one more example, because I have the time to solve at least one more example in this scenario, and it is better to take an example with third order. If I do have any question of third order, then it will be good. So we can use that third order formula as well. Yes, I have a third order question. So using the formula for third order. So now we have an example number 2. And then inshallah, before concluding this, I will write few practice problems for you as well. So this is example number 2. This is example number 2. Let's say we have y triple dash plus 2y double dash minus y dash minus 2y is equal to 0, and then we have y0 is equal to 1, y dash 0 is equal to 2, and y double dash 0 is also equal to 2. So we apply the Laplace, so y triple dash plus 2y double dash minus y dash minus 2y is equal to Laplace of 0, applying Laplace on both sides. Now Laplace of y triple dash is s cube Laplace of y minus s square y0 minus s y dash 0 minus y double dash 0. This is the answer for Laplace of y. Then plus 2. Now Laplace of y double dash, so s square Laplace of y minus s y0 minus y dash 0. Then we have minus, now we have Laplace of y dash is s Laplace of y minus y0. Then finally we have minus 2 Laplace of y is Laplace of y. And then on right hand side Laplace of 0 is 0. Now using the initial condition, s cube Laplace of y minus s square y0 is 1 minus s y dash 0 is 2 minus y double dash 0 is also 2 plus 2s square Laplace of y minus 2s y0 is 1 minus 2 y dash 0 is 2 minus s Laplace of y minus minus plus y0 is 1 minus 2 Laplace of y equal to 0. Taking Laplace of y common from all four terms, so we have s cube plus 2s square minus s minus 2. I took Laplace of y common from this term, this term, this term and this term. Now remaining terms, this is minus s square minus 2s minus 2 minus 2s minus 4 plus 1 equal to 0. Now simplifying Laplace of y, if I make pairs, this will become s square common, s plus 2 minus 1 common, s plus 2. If simplification is possible, then minus s square minus 2s is minus 4s, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6 and plus 1 is minus 5 equal to 0. Now moving these three terms on the right hand side, so Laplace of y, then it becomes s square minus 1 and s plus 2. Here moving s square plus 4s plus 5. Now moving this coefficient again on right hand side, so Laplace of y is equal to s square plus 4s plus 5 upon s minus 1, s plus 1, s plus 2, because this is a square minus b square. Now at this stage, the next step will be y equal to Laplace inverse s square plus 4s plus 5 upon s minus 1, s plus 1, s plus 2. Now what is required here? Here we need to apply partial fractions, because if we separate these one, then we can apply directly the formula. So now I am using here the partial fractions of this one. So y equal to Laplace inverse. So partial fractions of this case will be 5 upon 3 upon s minus 1 minus 1 upon s plus 1 and plus 1 upon 3s plus 2. These are the partial fractions of this case. And if we have the partial fractions, then we can directly write the answer y equal to 5 upon 3 Laplace inverse of this one is e power t, then minus e power minus t and plus 1 upon 3 e power minus 2t, because the formula number 2 is applicable 3 times. So this is the answer of this, provided you know the partial fractions. So now it's time to write few practice problems for you on this final topic. So here are some practice problems for you. Some practice problems for you. Number 1, y double dash plus 2y dash plus 5y equal to 0, y0 equal to 2 and y dash 0 equal to 4. Equal to let's say minus 4. Number 2, y double dash plus y is equal to 3 cos 2x, y0 equal to 0 and y dash 0 is also 0. Number 3, y double dash plus 2y, y triple dash plus 2y double dash minus y dash minus 2y equal to 0. Also I solved the same problem, but now I am changing the initial conditions. So when you have different initial conditions, you will have the different answer as well. Let me write one or two more examples in that. So number 4, y double dash plus y dash minus 2y is equal to 1 minus 2t. Here I also write t for your convenience. 1 minus 2t. So y0 equal to 0 and y dash 0 is equal to 4. And finally 5, y double dash minus 3y dash plus 2y is equal to 4e power 2t. So y0 is equal to minus 3 and y dash 0 is equal to 5. So these are few examples for your practice. So this concludes our session. So it's goodbye from now.